Formal analysis of The Serpent's Kiss by William Bolcom. William Bolcom is a versatile contemporary American composer. He was born in 1938 and is still alive today. Unlike his contemporaries, he is not a composer who experiments with different sounds merely for the sake of experimentation. He avoids being influenced by European styles, the old or the new. As a composer, he sets out to write music that is authentic to himself. He doesn't attempt to recreate what has already been composed or attempt to sound like any other composer. He said in an interview with the Journal of American Music, when asked about the kind of output he expects from his composition students, that he only asks that they write as much as they can. He expanded upon his initial response by saying that students must write as much as possible so that they can create their own individual voice. He is of the opinion that too often talented composition students get far too caught up in what they are expected to write by their teachers and by what audiences will want to hear. However, if a student composes enough, eventually they can get past this desire to please and start writing what's inside of them. Bolcom once said that Charles Ives had the greatest influence on him as a composer. Bolcom is not only a great composer, he is also a great performer. In 1973, he recorded the complete piano music of George Gershwin. His record went on to be named Stereo Review's Record of the Year. He and his wife, a mezzo-soprano named Joan Morris, have made more than 20 recordings of American popular songs. In the same interview with the American Journal of Music, he said that composers must learn to perform. They don't need to be concert musicians, but they need to know how to play well. In the 1970s, there were a number of composers, according to Bolcom, who were writing all sorts of music but had very little experience performing, and were not well-rounded musicians. This music was supposedly less humane and at times unplayable. Understanding what it's like to perform allows the composer to write music that contains a humanistic element. Bolcom first began studying composition when he was 11 with John Verrall. After getting his bachelor's degree, he began studying with Darius Milhaud at Mills College. Milhaud took Bolcom to Paris in 1960, where he had the opportunity to work with Olivier Messiaen. Before studying with Milhaud, Bolcom was faced with the decision to either study with Milhaud or Hindemith. Milhaud is seen on the left and Hindemith can be seen on the right. Hindemith was a composer who people expected to become the next Bach. Bolcom's peers encouraged him not to study with Milhaud because he was French and Hindemith was an icon. To Bolcom's peers, Hindemith seemed like the obvious choice. What persuaded Bolcom to study with Milhaud was the fact that Hindemith's music all began to sound the same. According to Bolcom, Hindemith lost his edge when he stopped making authentic music. Instead, he started to write what people expected him to write, rather than what was deep down inside of him. Bolcom began studying with Leland Smith at Stanford in 1961, where he earned his doctorate in composition. In 1964, the same year he earned his doctorate, he won the Mark Blitzen Award from the American Academy of Arts. He went back to the Paris Conservatory in the same year and graduated in 1965, where he won the first of 2 Guggenheim Fellowships. He has been commissioned for some of the greatest modern musical institutions. In 1988, he won the Pulitzer Prize for Music with his 12 new etudes for piano. He received 3 Grammy Awards in 2006 and was named Composer of the Year by Musical America. In 1973, Bolcom began teaching at the University of Michigan and became a full professor there in 1983. He retired in 2008. He holds honorary doctorates from the San Francisco Conservatory of Music and Albion College.